Hi, this is Brett with Appliance Repair Marketing, and I'm going to make you a video, as promised, on how to check with Google to see how well a page is optimized according to them. Now, that may sound difficult, but it's rather easy actually, because they give you a free tool to do that with, and you'll see how that works in just a second. But what we're testing today is on-page SEO factors. In other words, the different factors on the page that will make you fast or slow according to the Google PageSpeed tool. What I'm going to take you through is through the top 3 companies who provide appliance repair websites, and we're going to visit their homepage, one of their sites they've constructed, and then we're going to do a speed check on that, okay? And as you can see, when we go to the top 3 results, we have Marketing Exchange, we've got getlocalmaps.com, and we've got Market Hardware. So let's go ahead and through and run them, okay? Here's Marketing Exchange, okay? And this is a HVAC site that they rebuilt for a client. This is the site in question here, Lesco. It's a beautiful site. On the surface, let's see what Google thinks about it. Okay, this is the Google PageSpeed Insights tool. Speed is very important to Google because it helps them to deliver relevant content quickly, which is what they want to do. They know that if they try to provide a site for someone and the site is very slow, the people are just going to back out and they're not going to connect. Secondly, a fast site is much better on data. They don't have to spend as much money on data and bit rates for people to download the site as they do when the site is not very fast. So without further ado, let's test it. All you have to do is go to the PageSpeed tools, put in the URL for the site, click Analyze, and it'll give you results very quickly in most cases. Okay, here we go. Out of a possible 100, when you see red here, that's bad. And they're going to give you a list of things that you should fix here. We won't go into that. And then it'll give you a mobile user experience down at the bottom here, which is 99 out of 100. That's not bad. But as you can see, in terms of mobile downloading, this site is very slow. It's 52 out of 100. Okay, then it's going to give us a ranking factor for the desktop, 68 out of 100. It goes into yellow, which means it's doing better, but it's still a warning. This site could be a lot faster. It's also important to note here that the way Google indexes sites now, the way they keep their sites is by the mobile version of the site. So if your mobile version of your site is slow, that's going to hurt you in your rankings, because that's the one that Google's looking at, simply for the reason that so many people are doing searches on mobile now. Okay, so this is the first offering you would find on that search. The next one you would come to is Get Local, and once again, we're going to look at a website they designed for a HVAC company. Had to do a little searching to find it. They don't link to it. Here's the actual site. There again, it's not a bad site in terms of, looking at it, but let's see what's under the hood. Let's see what it's coded like. So here's the URL. We click Analyze. Once again, Google's going to tell us what it thinks about all the coding underneath, and they are not happy. Not at all. 35 out of 100. This is really hurting you in terms of being able to rank this site. Really hurting you. The desktop version is only 40, so it's not even any better. So if you're spending money to get a company to build you a site, it would only make sense to me for you to get a website that is very fast, as you're going to see one of our platforms here in just a moment. Let's look at the third offering that you would find if you were searching. You would come to Market Hardware, and we had to do a little searching, but we found one of the sites they constructed here. Once again, it's a beautiful site. Can't complain visually about it at all. Let's see what's behind the coding. This one's taking a little longer than usual. Some of them do. Ooh, Google's not happy. All right, a 49 out of a possible 100. And let's see what their desktop looks like. A 58 out of a possible 100. Another thing you want to realize on these, I have kind of an equation I use to measure how much of your return on investment you're actually getting when you start the process of building links back to your site. If your site is only running at a 49, when you start spending money to build links back to it, you're probably only getting about 49% of the power those links could be getting because your site is so slow. So if you've spent $100 on getting links back to your site, you're only getting about half of your money on return. If that makes sense to you, that's probably the subject for another video. Okay, let's look at one of the sites we built. This is one of our top money makers, currently in #1 and has been so for the past 3 years. And this is one of the reasons why. Let's analyze the site real quick. Boom. Now you see the difference. Google likes the way we code underneath, gives us a 99 out of 100 on speed, and also bear in mind that it's this mobile version that Google is indexing, which is why we rank so good. We could do one more thing to speed it up to 100, but that would involve us having to cache Google's analytics script, and for certain reasons we always go back to Google to get it on that, so they're mad at us because we haven't done browser caching on it, but we can live with that 1 point. It doesn't seem to hurt us in rankings. And on desktop we're a little bit slower for some other reasons, but we're still way up at the top for both of them. And as you can see, 100 for 100 on user experience, no issues found. This is the reason that our sites tend to do so well in terms of ranking. So if you're getting ready to spend money on a site, I would suggest that even if you don't come to us, that you use this Google Page Speed tools to look at your possible website's ranking and speed. And another way you can use this is to actually go back to the website of your developer or your web design company and test their site. Because if they're not running fast, there's no way they're going to be able to make you run fast. So there you have it, the Google Page Speed Analysis tool, and why we are a good choice for you to let us build your appliance repair web design. All right, once again, this is Brett Singleton. Thanks for viewing.